Hey, welcome to Oddly Simple. Today's video is your free study guide for the IELTS academic test. This concise guide features some of the best free resources available online, including practice websites, downloadable PDFs, and helpful YouTube videos. Let us start with something basic. Should you take IELTS on a computer or on paper? To help you decide, I recommend watching this video by Frastract IELTS. It is just 12 minutes long and gets straight to the point. I have added the link in the description below as well. Now, if you are leaning toward the computer-based test, it is important to get familiar with the format. I have linked a British Council website that lets you explore every question type across all sections. You can click around and get a feel for exactly what the test will look like. Just to give you a quick idea, the IELTS test has 4 sections: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. On screen, there is a chart showing the time and number of questions in each section. There is also a summary of all the question types you will face. Feel free to pause and take a screenshot. If you want a clearer breakdown of each section, check out the video by Take IELTS Official. It explains everything in detail, but if you already know the format, feel free to skip it. Let us move to the reading section. This section is 60 minutes long and has 3 parts. Each part has around 13 or 14 questions. And yes, they get harder as you go. That is normal, so do not panic when section 3 feels more intense. Moving on. Here are 6 common IELTS reading question types, along with simple strategies to handle each one. This slide is just to give you a quick idea of how to approach them. You don't need to master everything right away. Just read through each type, understand the basic steps, and try applying them during your practice sessions. After doing 3 or 4 full mock tests, you'll notice that your instincts start to kick in, and it'll all begin to feel much more natural. Feel free to take a screenshot of this slide so you can refer to it during your prep. To begin, here are 2 great videos. The first is by Lillie IELTS. She walks through an entire reading paper and explains how to manage your time and not get stuck. It is just 18 minutes long and perfect if you are starting out. The second one is by Frastract IELTS. It is a full guide covering the format, question types, and how to handle each type individually. Watch whichever suits your style, but here is one key rule. Do not watch too many videos before solving at least 4 full tests. Too much theory too early will just complicate things. Get to practicing. That is where real learning begins. Now on to the listening section. This is about 30 to 35 minutes long. If you are taking the paper-based version, you get an extra 10 minutes to transfer your answers. On computer, you get only 2 minutes at the end to check your work. This should not affect your decision, just something to be aware of. Here are a few quick tips. The audio plays only once, so if you miss something, move on and guess later. Adjust the volume before the test begins. Spelling and plurals matter. Small errors can cost you. You get 30 seconds before each section to preview questions, so use that time wisely. Always check the word limit before writing your answer. You can write in sentence case or all caps, but lowercase may be grammatically incorrect. It can get marked wrong. Lastly, sections 1 and 4 are usually fill in the blanks. There are 4 parts in total, some with conversations, others with monologues. I have put a quick breakdown on screen. You can screenshot of this as well. And just like reading, here is a look at the common question types in listening and how to approach them. Again, screenshot, refer to it during practice. For videos, Lillie IELTS and Frastract IELTS are still great picks. Both explain strategy clearly in short videos, around 16 minutes. Watch one, then dive into a full-length practice paper. The golden rule is simple. Do not wait until you feel ready. Just start solving. That is when things actually begin to click. The more you engage with real test questions, the more your confidence starts building, not the other way around. This brings me to the next part, practicing. For both reading and listening, I highly recommend downloading the free PDF. I have linked in the description. It is not just a random worksheet. It is a really effective tool to track your scores and, more importantly, your mistakes. Practicing without reflecting will not get you far. So after every mock test or section you complete, take a minute to note how many answers you got right and, more importantly, where you went wrong. That is how you move from passive practice to real progress. Now, let us talk about where to actually practice. You have probably seen sites like IELTS Up, IELTS Buddy, IELTS Training, and IELTS Material mentioned online. They are popular platforms, but honestly, I would recommend skipping them for full test practice. They are helpful if you are focusing on individual sections or brushing up on specific question types, like matching information or sentence completion. But for realistic, full-length test simulation, they do not quite measure up. The best site by far is IELTS Solve. It features real Cambridge questions from books 13 to 19, but I would personally recommend you focus on books 16 to 19. Those are the most recent, and they reflect the current exam format more closely. Each one contains 4 full tests, so that is 16 high-quality practice tests right there, all for free. The site includes built-in timers, highlighters, instant scoring, making it one of the closest things to an actual computer-based test experience. Just a heads up, in the reading section, tasks like matching headings are not in the drag-and-drop format like in the real exam. Instead, they are structured more like multiple-choice questions. It is slightly different, but still effective for practice. In the listening section, you do get playback controls. You can pause or skip ahead, but try not to use those during your actual mock tests. If you want to simulate the real test environment, it is best to complete the section in one go. Save the rewinding for review time. Similarly, in the actual IELTS exam, pick from a list questions are drag and drop, but here they appear as multiple choice questions instead. So just keep in mind, it's the same concept, just a different format. Now, once you start practicing using IELTS Solve, especially those Cambridge 16 to 19 tests I mentioned, this is where the PDF comes in and really makes a difference. Do not just take the test and move on. After every practice session, open up that PDF I have linked and start logging your scores. You will actually be able to see your progress build over time. And here is a tip. If you are consistently scoring the same band, like 5 times in a row, that usually means you are ready for the real thing. But we are not just tracking scores here. The second part of the PDF breaks down your mistakes by question type. So let us say you keep messing up matching headings, or you always get tripped up by true, false, not given. It will show you exactly what to work on. And the last section is just open space. You can write down anything that throws you off. Stuff like, I always forget to check the word limit, or spelling errors in listening, or I get confused when 2 speakers are talking at once. Whatever patterns you notice, note them down. Because fixing those little things is what gets you from almost there to actually ready. So yeah, practice with real Cambridge tests on IELTSsolve.com, track everything in the PDF, and focus your energy where it actually matters. It will save you time, frustration, and a lot of guesswork. All right, that is it for today. I really hope this helps make your IELTS prep a little more focused and a lot less overwhelming. Thanks so much for watching and good luck with your prep. See you in the next one.